wait about a minute or two, and then I'm gonna get started. But we're gonna get into magic today and how to actually use it and how it will work for you. Like, this will be guaranteed if you follow what I'm telling you, that it will 100% work for you. Okay. All right. So we're going to wait a little bit. You know. Okay. So if you're watching this video, you can fast forward like maybe a minute or two. But if anybody's trying to get something from the website, you can visit In10sityFitnessUnited.com and enter in the coupon code FCOVID, and you can get a free bag of sea moss so you can make some sea moss gel. I've been using the sea moss face mask, putting it on my, somebody said you should use sea moss gel, sea moss face mask. So I've been using that for the past like a week now, and it really feels good. It really works. It really works. So yeah, if anybody wanted to go ahead and grab that, go to the website and get that. All right. I'm seeing people coming in the room. We're talking about magic today. Now, before we get into the video, I'm gonna need you to break down and just throw out most things that you know. Like, the problem is your belief system is ruining all of your magic because you believe in something else. Because you believe, you come into a room of learning with your cup being already full. Like, your glass right here needs to be just emptied out. Like, it just needs to be thrown out. You know, you need to be having, like, it should be about all gone, all of it. Okay. So today I want to talk about my experiences with magic and how you can use it to really manipulate this hologram that we live in. Now, what is reality, y'all? What is reality? Reality is what? Is it real? Is it fake? What is reality? Reality, everything that you see in front of you is a hologram created by the brain, right? The real reality lives inside of your mind. It's inside of the brain. It's encased in the pineal gland. That is the real reality. This reality you live in can be manipulated to many, many, many degrees. I've seen it. I've done it. As soon as I learned about using magic, I learned how to manipulate all of this shit, right? Now, a lot of us as melanated individuals, we come from a religious background. And the religious background tells us that we give honor to something else. Like, I'm from religious background. Every time something happened, they say, give glory to God, give glory to Lord, Lord, Lord this, Lord that. But what if you were actually God? What if there's something inside of you that is actually creating all the abundance or all the pain for you, right? Now, religion teaches you to look outside of yourself. This video is going to teach you how to look inside of yourself because it all comes from you. Now, if you are from a religious background, I'm not shitting on you or nothing like that. I'm just telling you, I'm just saying, come into my video today with an open mind, because I'm going to challenge many things that you do, and I'm going to ask you to change them. Now, before I go any further, I'm gonna need y'all to shoot me some likes in the room. It don't take any effort to basically hit a like button. It takes no effort. I'm gonna need y'all to shoot me some likes, you know, because it gets me up on the algorithm or whatever it may be. I never really ask, but I kind of see, you know, that I got to. I'm about to give you some information that can really help you if you become a student, okay? Because a lot of y'all come into these rooms and y'all think that you can teach me something when I'm just trying to teach you something if you were a proper student. The reason why my wife actually said the other day, you can just throw out whatever you learn to learn the next thing if it's beneficial. I said, yeah, because I'm a good student. You got to be a good student with this information. Now, the reason why you're struggling to use your magic, manifestation is magic, right? Anger, love, emotion, visualization, movement, everything that you do every single day is magic, okay? You're creating everything in front of you right now. And the reason why you can't is because of the magic that you actually use every day. Now, this magic that we're using right now, this technology, is called white magic, right? It was created by the enslaver of the hologram, of the people in the hologram to make them dependent upon something that is outside of them. And if they use it incorrectly, this magic will make your life much, much more difficult. But if you use this magic correctly, this magic can bring proper abundance to your life. You're here today, so you're obviously trying to use this magic correctly. Now, another form of magic is the vibrational tones that we speak through our voice, our throat chakras, the vibrational tones, right? And if we use this magic incorrectly, this magic will bring more damnation into our life and not abundance. So my first question to you is, what do you say to yourself every day? Right? What do you say to yourself every day? Do you say, I can't or I can? Do you say, I cannot or I will? What are you speaking to yourself? Because the reason why they call it spelling, think about it, words, the etymology of words, spelling is because when you, whatever you say, you spell yourself to life, or you can spell yourself to death. Now, I used to, long time ago, right? I used to always wonder when I say things about certain people, like when I put certain things on people, I used to actually inadvertently put spells on people. I know why now, because my higher self in a previous life was a high-level sorcerer, and we could just do that shit. Now I know it, so now I watch what I say about certain people. I watch what I wish on certain people. I watch what I say, because what you say is actually magic, because the vibrational tones, even it's a low vibration of English that you speak through, brings life into your total reality. This projection of reality this is not our real reality, y'all. This is fake. All of it is a 3D matrix hologram. It is not real. We have been encased into it by our true enslavers. I'm not going to get into who the true enslaver is, because the one that you think actually enslaves you is not the real enslaver. They work for the real enslaver, but they're not the real enslaver, okay? But anyway, so if you actually go online and you look at an image of like a pineal gland, like not the little skin, like a real, I should have put it up there. I gotta find it today. It's like a universe living inside of you. You have a universe living inside of you, but you're the controller of this entire universe right now. But my question to you is, do you actually believe you are? Because whatever you believe out of your mouth, you're lying to your belief, B-lie, B-E-L-I-E-F. They throw the F on there to throw you off, but you're being lied to by yourself, okay? So I'm going to need you to stop believing things, and I'm going to need you to start knowing things, because we're no longer in the age of belief anymore. We're in the age of knowing. You understand? We're in the age of knowing. So my question to you is, what kind of confidence do you have in yourself right now? Because a lot of y'all don't have any confidence in yourself. And there are certain laws, right? Like, let's talk about the law of attraction. Whatever you are at this particular point in time, you attract to you. So let's say if you're a person who is, let's give a relationship for example, right? Women or men are always continually saying, why do I attract these type of people to me? Because you are that person that you are attracting. So let's say if you attract somebody who is abusive, somebody who is a cheater, there is something inside of you that is attracting this particular energy to you. And if you do not check what's inside of you, you are going to continue to bring that particular version of magic to you. So everything is your fault, okay? If you brought, like, I'm talking about like the worst case of scenarios, right? If you bring somebody that whips your ass, then you're probably somebody that is bringing ass whoopings to them. If you're somebody who gets in an accident, you're bringing an accident to you. Let's talk about accidents, for example, right? If you're somebody who fears driving in the car because you're afraid that you're going to get into an accident, so you're not really carefree, that is bringing on the law of reversal. This universe moves off of laws, right? And laws are magic. How do you learn how to manipulate this magic? You have to drive without thinking about accidents, and it probably won't come to you. So when you drive on the road and you see somebody having an accident, they cause that within themselves. Okay? So let's talk about everybody's favorite subject. Let's talk about money. Now, one thing I had a problem, not a problem, but I had a difficulty understanding in the beginning of me learning manifestation, is bringing money. They used to always say, vibrate money. Like, how do I vibrate money, right? How do I vibrate money? So I used to think, okay, and I used to learn because I was a good student. So I came in the room, any room that I ever entered in with anybody who was doing something that I wanted to do and teaching me a particular skill, I came in there with an open mind. So I used to always take the glasses and just pour them out and just say, I'm willing to learn whatever you're doing that's causing you to win, and I'm willing to throw out whatever I'm not doing that's causing me to lose. No matter how much I believe in what I'm doing right now, it's obviously not working for me because I'm here now trying to learn what the hell you're doing, right? If you're here now, you're probably trying to learn what I'm doing or what I know that can get you to where you're going. Now, money, right? It's because you believe that you don't deserve it when it comes to you. If you keep on saying, I am broke, and you understand that you are God, I am that I am, then your existence will vibrate broke. So you continuously lose money or spend money into places which bring on broke to you. So you have to change the wording that you say to yourself every single day. Change the way you view yourself. If you're driving in a car that is shit, you have to appreciate the shit that you're in so you can understand that you can have more. Appreciate. So let's say if you want money, right? Money magic, money spells. Yeah, money spells and money magic work for some people, but for me, I was creating spells on myself before I ever got a dime, right? I started to look at myself and I started to say things back to myself every single day, morning and night, subconsciously programming my subconscious mind every single day by what my mouth says out of my mouth. So let's say your conscious mind, right? Your conscious mind speaks something over and over and over and over again to yourself. And your subconscious mind, it hears it all the time. So your subconscious mind has to see whatever you say out of your mouth, it has to make it come into existence. So whatever you're saying back to yourself every day, your subconscious mind is working to make it come into pure existence, people. So let's say if you start saying to yourself, I am wealthy, I am abundant, I am wise, I am rich, I am powerful, I am, and after I am, you start to still see these things about yourself and move in a direction that is confident. So let's say if you're somebody who works for a job that you're not happy for, well, you say, well, I'm not happy. Well, then you're not happy. But if you start to work in a job that you don't like, and you say, I am getting to a better spot in my life, you will feel confident enough to try to move in a better place because your action is everything. So let's say the way you move, right? Because I see a lot of talkers. A lot of people talk a bunch of shit. You talk. But where is your action, right? So what I do once a week on my Patreon is I have a Zoom with the men. And with the men, I am invoking a different type of conversation because I see a lot of people, we talk about the knowledge that we know, but do we apply the information that we learn? Because a lot of y'all are conscious, but you're conscious sheep, and you don't apply the information that you've learned into your life. So you think that it's good enough to just know the shit, but I think it's good enough to do the shit, right? So if you say that you're a god, then why are you working for a peasant? So you have to start to do God things. God things mean take risk for yourself. God things mean to do things which will emanate what you're saying. So let's say if I'm saying I hate my job, right? That means on the back end, I'm working for a career for myself. I'm working for the future. So I have to start to move in that direction, right? So let's say if I'm at a job right now, but I'm not thinking about my job. I'm thinking about this money that they're paying me so I can literally work for the thing that I'm visualizing. Visualization is another form of magic, people. You have to learn how to visualize. Sit with your thoughts for a period of time and see yourself in that direction that you're in. So let's say if you want to be a CEO for a company, let's say you want to be married, let's say you want to be somebody who does not have to worry about money. So if we understand that we can actually time travel in this reality by visualizing, because that's what visualization is, you're creating a timeline for yourself right now, right? A timeline you're creating right now inside of your mind, because none of this is real. We're all in a heightened dream state. That's all reality is. It's a fucking dream state, right? So all you're doing is creating a new dream by visualizing a new you at a particular point in time that the you presently is working to get to, right? I hope you got your pen and your paper out, because this shit really does work. It's guaranteed to work. It's guaranteed to work. Some of y'all are terrible fucking students. You don't want to listen. You think that it's supposed to be some woo-woo hocus pocus. You are an expert magician already. You have just been hocus and pocusing the bullshit life you don't want. You have all the power. All of it is yours, okay? You just continuously give it to something or someone else to have the power over you. Please shoot me some likes, y'all. It's 67 people in the room. I need at least 67 likes. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, okay? Please, please, I'm just asking you. I'm trying to manifest some likes. I'm seeing 67 likes in my mind, so please let it get there, all right? Anyway, okay. So, okay. Back to time travel. They want to, but how do you superpower if you can't even master the superpower of your life? You can't even conquer the matrix, but you want to fly. It don't work that way. Your DNA wakes up a little bit at a time. It's a progressive thing. We're moving into the golden age, and it's a progressive thing. We have to first realize that we have power with the smaller things. How do you expect to get the superpower of moving with your mind and bending metal and using other types of magic when you haven't even conquered the lower forms of magic that you're supposed to conquer? You suck right now at magic because you're doing it as a super wizard subconsciously, but in a way that you don't like, because you're using the magic law of reversal. You're getting what you don't want. You're getting what you don't want. Now, here's how to make whatever you manifest in your life speed up, right? Speed up, okay? You have to emotionalize whatever you are trying to visualize. I used to emotionalize to the point where I used to cry. I was there, and I'm here now, but I was there, right? I was sitting in my car teaching people how to visualize in 2016, but I was in the future already. I was feeling the excitement that's flowing through me because I really have learned how to visualize. I have manifested some things in my life that were only in my mind, and I have made them come to reality. I'm not going to tell you, the biggest manifestation that I'll tell you, because you ain't believers yet. The biggest manifestation that I've done, I used to like visualize, right? A lump sum of money in my hands, right? A lump sum of money. I visualized me just throwing money on my bed, like smelling it. I used to smell it and all that stuff. And then in 2019, I actually did it. I happened to manifest a large sum of money. I'm not going to tell you how, but I did it. A large sum of money that I ever had in my possession at one time. And I literally told my wife 3 months before how exactly it would come to me. And it did. And it did. So it is real. And I'm telling y'all, in 2016, I was literally stacking kitty litter bags at the lowest point of my life, working at Walmart, making $9.50 an hour working from 11 to 7. I just lost my fitness business, had 3 kids, and didn't know what to do. On everything this shit works. Now, here's a step-by-step of how you can actually do it. First, I need you to get a pen and a paper, right? A pen and a paper. I need you to put these two papers. I need you to write 20 things that you have already done in your life right now, up until this point, that once upon a time you thought that you would never do because you don't have any confidence in yourself right now. So you have to start to train your subconscious mind by consciously saying great things about yourself, because your subconscious mind hears what you say already. So at this particular point, your subconscious mind is moving in direction off of what you say. I am broke. I am fat. I am lazy. I am stupid. I am nothing. I can't get a job. I can't move my business. I can't make any money. And your subconscious mind says, oh, really? That's what your subconscious mind looks at your conscious mind and says, oh, really? Oh, you can't get those? That's cool. You're right. You can't. And you won't, because you're saying it. So it's important to say these things to yourself at the morning time and at nighttime, because right before you go to bed, you have to program whatever you put into your mind, because your subconscious mind takes over when you sleep, right? And it's going to get to the point where you do it, you're going to actually start to dream about your future. But you're not dreaming, because you understand that we're in a dream inside of a dream. So when you sleep, you're inside of another dream, but you're moving to a different part of that dream by time traveling with your thoughts subconsciously, but consciously programming your subconscious mind by the things you say and the things you think about yourself. So in the morning, 20 things. I am a great this. I am a great that. I have graduated this. I am a great parent. Say it out loud to yourself, because whatever you project vibrationally throughout your tone is emanating through that water that is sitting in your body. So you're 85% water, right? And whatever you say to water, it changes the frequency and the movement of water. So you have to program your water as you wake up in the morning and as you go to bed at night. Whatever is programming that water, right? Whatever is programming that water is transforming that water in a way which you don't want. Please hit the like button, people. We got people on here. You're not hitting the like button. Hit the like button. Like, comment, share. Do what you got to do. This shit works. The problem with you as a student is you don't want to do the small, tedious things in order to get to the big things. And the reason why is because, and that's why you don't got what you want. You don't have what you want because you won't do the small things. As melanated individuals, as melanated people, we are psychologically fucked up. We have been psychologically brainwashed by all these false constructs which make us give our power to other things, other beings, and other things that do not have power over us. You have power over you at all times, 24 hours a day. You have to stop giving glory to anything outside of yourself, because you are God. I'm going to say it again. You are God. Now, we are all of the same energy. Here's this bottle, right? This whole entire bottle is God. You are a drop of this bottle, but we are all the same. So in a way, I'm just talking to myself, right? Because we all have the same energy. In all reality, people, there's actually no space in between us at all, right? That's why when you are connected to somebody and you can feel their energy, even over the phone, or you have a thought about somebody, and then that person happens to call you, you're like, I was just thinking about you. I was just talking about you. Because there's actually no space, right? There's actually no space in between us at all. So let's talk about magic real quick, right? They have taught you that magic, black magic, was evil. Well, the magic that you've been using your whole life has been white magic created by the enslaver put over you. They have demonized everything about you. Demonized. They have demonized the voodoo. They have demonized all of it. Voodoo, black magic. Well, listen, y'all. You are using black magic when you speak and project vocal cords A-E-I-O-U. No, I-A-E-I-O-U. That is you. I-A-E-I-O-U. Do that every day. Learn that every day. I-A-E-I-O-U. Every day. U-O-I-E-A-A-I. Right? Every day. That is your magic. And by using this, you awaken your actual vocal cords and the frequencies that are emanating through your body. Because if you think about all the languages, which all came from us, Greek language came from us. We taught them Greek language. All languages come from us, just so you know. But we are the farthest from our language. So the way you speak to yourself every day, I-A-E-I-O-U, right? While you're meditating, start doing that. And you're going to start to feel something inside of your body come back to life, right? Come back to life. Some of y'all will even get old languages which come through you. Sio kuntetchur, merakuntis, sinketa, sinkuntis. Like shit like that. Languages come through me all the time now because I had set an intention to learn my languages. Back then, I'm talking about shit that's not in the books, and it came through me by I-A-E-I-O-U and the things that I say to myself. Now, I would not have gotten to that point of learning my languages and speaking those, right, unless I had done the tedious things back in 2016 and understand that we're here for the journey, right? For the journey. We want to experience the journey. You as God forgot that the journey is the fun part, not the destination. The journey of learning things, the journey of conquering yourself, limitation after limitation after limitation. You forgot your power. Well, I am what they call an activator, because before I signed up to come here, I signed up to help you wake yourself up. See, I'm not waking you up. I'm talking to something in you, helping you wake yourself up. We, as people, had an agreement with each other. You don't realize, but a lot of us have known each other for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. And when you hear me speak to you, I remind you that you have the power inside of you, because I'm just a family member talking to a family member that has seemed to forgot the true greatness inside of them. This is why maybe some of y'all gravitate to me and I remind you of like a brother or something like that. I see a lot of information, like a lot of people say, yo, coach, you remind me of somebody like a cousin or a brother, because we are probably family. That's probably why. And there's not so many of us that have chosen to woke up. There are millions of us that actually aren't even real. And just because they have this does not mean they have the soul. They have spirit, but not soul. Which is why many of them have not chosen to wake up, which is why you are here listening to this type of information at 10:43 in the morning on a Tuesday. Why are you attracted to the information? Is it because you are a magician of your own? Or is it because you are a goddess or a god? Is it because you had made a contract before you got here that you were going to sit here and listen to this video and then move on that action after that point? What is it? Why are you trying to get better? Why are you seeming to be the only person in your family that has woken up? Why? Right? Why? Right? Why? So all those superpowers that we had, we did have those. We used to fly. We used to shoot things. We were basically Superman times 12,000. That's what we were. And that's what we're moving back to. Because many of us are starting to get our memories back. And you realize that we have the power over ourselves, and we can make and manipulate and manifest this whole reality. See, I knew that I had power before I was able to bend fire. Make fire do what I wanted to do by doing certain hand mantras. You know, These things, right? That's what I realized where gang signs came from. Hand mantras back in the day. These types of things. Sorcery shit. The things that they're afraid of doing, right? Why do some of us talk with our hands? Is it because we are talking with another language through our hands? Light language? Right? Right. These are the things I start to find out, right? The reason why I always talk with my hands, see, they always tell you in certain psychology that talking with your hands is a sign of aggression. But if you realize who created the psychology for us to follow, you are afraid of us knowing who we truly are. Because when you talk with your hands and move, you're communicating to the person that you're speaking to in another type of form, which emanates to their spirit, soul, and body. When you talk with a certain vibration to another individual, they can feel what you're actually saying. But if you think about the language that we speak to, it's so it's so fast and done and fight and just it's not really getting it across. But when we seek our teacher, Sun Tzu Kitir, Marakum teacher, we talk like that, right? And we talk to our people, Sun Tzu, right? That like powerful. They can feel it in their spirit and it moves them. Which is why when you hear certain vibrations, it moves you. Hertz frequency moves you. So they learned, right? They learned, and they study us day and night. They study us day and night to figure out what moves you in an opposite way. So instead of communicating to us through music with 432 hertz, they communicate to us with music with 440 hertz. Instead of making us an understanding that we know our language, they teach us other languages that do not communicate to our melanin. Do you see? Do you see? So if you learn this language of English, right, which is so easy to learn, it's so like, my higher self hates language. He hates this language right here. He hates language, right? He hates this language, right? You can realize that we didn't just speak through the vocal cords, we spoke telepathically as well. Siokum? These types of things, right? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And if this is too far for some of y'all to understand, then that is your level of comprehension and understanding. But I've been on this journey changing, pouring out a cup, filling up a cup, pouring out a cup, filling up a cup, which is why the DNA inside of me has awoken to the degree it has awoken, because I know that I am a student at all times. And if somebody has more information than me and they have tangible benefits in their life, I'm going to be a student to them until I adopt something else that serves me at that particular time. Nothing holds me. Nothing holds me. And some of y'all who don't get it, then you don't get it, which is why you ain't getting it, because you have not learned what this reality actually is. Yes, I'm an Aquarius. Aquarius mindset, baby. Aquarius mindset. You know what I mean? So this works. This works. Your music you listen to. If you listen to that music, especially the music of today, the music of today is a weapon. Okay? It's said that if you listen to certain music at a certain hertz, that can stop your body from absorbing any nutrients that you're eating. So let's say if you're somebody who's healthy, but you're listening to, I don't even know who the fuck these people are. Like, who are these people? Who's the rapper today that talks that mumble bullshit, right? Right? Oh my God. Your music you listen to, right, is literally like a bazooka to your body and to your vibration. That's what it does. And until you stop listening to that music of that vibration to your body, you'll never, ever, ever see the power inside of you. You have to put that down. You have to stop listening. Okay, Young Thug, right? Let's talk about that. And isn't that the one that wore the dress? So what they do to the music nowadays, the real people who speak the real poetry, they don't give them any platform. They use the worst of the worst of the worst of the rapper to sell out. And when they sell out, they are the ones who influence the children and influence you. If you look at them, if you are awake and you've seen them, they are your enemy. They are not your friend. They use these kids that are in this lower impoverished area. They don't use the ones with talent anymore. They use the ones with no talent. And they give them a beat. And they make them say things that you don't even understand. But for some reason, you bobbing your head to it. You're like, yeah, yeah. So how come you can't understand them, but you're bobbing your head? Is something going on? Is something going on in your body without you even understanding? It is changing you. It is putting you to a certain vibration of a low frequency, which a demon can inhabit you. Because let's talk about frequency, for example, right? There's levels of frequency, right? Some people have not gotten COVID because even if they're not even eating the best, because their frequency of understanding is so high that COVID cannot penetrate their bodies. Let's really talk about it today, right? But some people who are eating a little bit better than them have a little bit more fear, and the COVID can penetrate them. Certain people with a high enough frequency cannot be penetrated by whatever they have on the outside because their frequency is so high they can't be fucked with by anything they put out here, right? Anything they put out here. Seriously. Certain people, oh my God. Your frequency gets lower and lower, yes, with the food, but yes, with other things. It's not just about the food. It's about what you put into your mind. It's about what you put into your body. It's about what you put into your spirit. It's about what your body actually hears. You're in a biological vessel with so much intelligence that you can't even comprehend. You're walking in a superpowered avatar right now. And they understand what your avatar actually does. They know it to a heightened degree. But you don't. You don't know it. So let's talk about when you listen to things all the time at a low frequency. You are being inhabited by a spirit, a counterfeit spirit, which can go inside of you and can control you. Yes, demonic possession happens all the time, more than you realize. Many people that you're walking around right now are possessed. It's real. It's called a walk-in. It can walk right into you and walk right out of you. This is all factual, all real. You ever been around somebody and they just snap for no reason, and then when they get back, they're like, yo, I'm sorry, I don't know why I did that. Demon, because they vibrate so low. Do you know what caused low frequency? The way you see yourself, right? The way you see yourself, the confidence that you see yourself with, the way you look yourself in the mirror and you don't see any greatness, that's called doubt. The way you move in life, the way you move either is going to emanate confidence or doubt. Because in life, your 3 C's: complacent, complaining, or competing at all times. And you, as a human, like to compete. You're happiest when you're competing with your limitation. You're the most miserable when you're complacent. And you talk the most shit because you're always complaining. You're normally complaining when you're complacent. But when you're competing, you're doing your thing. Because melanin is controlled chaos. It likes to constantly create at all times. When you're creating, when you're challenging, that's when you feel the most satiated with your spirit and your body and your mind. I'm telling you right now, you want to start using your magic? Follow these steps that I'm giving you. The way you see yourself is very important. What you put into yourself is very important. Who you hang around is very, very important. Because if you got 5 losers and you hanging around 5 losers, 9 times out of 10, you're number 6. It's very important. What you put into your body is very important. If you constantly put low vibrational things in your body, it's going to cause the way your brain thinks. because the body is the conduit to the mind. The body is another version of a mind. So whatever you put into your body is going to actually affect how you think. The body is the conduit to the mind, and the mind is the conduit to the spirit, because the spirit is inside. Your soul is sitting right inside the pineal gland, encased into the brain, encased in the brain. See, we look at like the spirit, like the real world, as the outer world, right? Like, flip all that around, right? The inner world is the real world, the world that lives inside of you. This universe that we look at and all these stars, it's actually backwards. Heaven is inside of you, not outside of you. And if you start to move with that type of frequency of heaven and being inside of you, you will start to accomplish so much more in your life, because you realize that, wait a second, I am me, the creator, me? Yes, you. God damn it, you. Coach, you curse so much. Curse words aren't even real anyway. They're not real. But I'm going to say what I want because I'm unapologetically God. And so are you. I'm not better than you. I'm just another version of you talking to myself, telling myself what I know it needs to hear. I can feel your energy. I can feel your doubt. I can feel your happiness. I'm telling you right now, I'm invested into your happiness. Because if you're not happy, I'm going to feel it. If you are lost, I'm going to feel it. If you are listening to things and giving other things power that have no business getting your power, I'm going to feel it. Because that is the agreement that I signed up for before I came to this dimension that we live in, this realm that we live in, this hologram that we live in, that we can literally control and bend at our will. This can be a hell for you, or this can be a paradise for you. It's up to you. At the end of the day, it's up to you. But you got to start to change the way you view yourself, because that's the biggest killer in most of your lives. If you see yourself like shit, your subconscious mind is going to make this shit happen. You know what I started to do, y'all? I started to make like guided meditations for myself. I used to and I listen to it, and I'll make something to like, you're in a field and you're walking through the field and you can touch the roses and you can feel how the spikes are almost on your hands and you can smell them. And as the wind blows behind your head, you're walking to a temple, and you're walking up the steps to that temple, and you're finally there. And when you open the door, yes, prosperity. What do you see? What do you see? And whatever you see in prosperity, when you open that door of your own guided meditation, you need to focus your energy to get to. Because your next movement after this video is either going to be the low vibrational movement or the movement of where you want to get to. You see these people online and you constantly compare yourself to them. That is the biggest killer of your dreams. Hold on, y'all. There we go. That's the biggest killer. You're comparing yourself all the time of what somebody else has. Maybe you need to shut Instagram off and realize that you're the show, because you forgot that you're the show. You're the observer of this entire movie that you're happening to live. You forgot you're the show because you're focusing on everybody else's movie and what they're accomplishing. I don't give a fuck what nobody else is accomplishing. My journey is the most important journey in my life. Period. I am the show. I am the athlete. I am the star. That is me. What am I going to create for my movie? All of what you do through life is magic. And you're already an expert at it. But you got to stop comparing yourself. Well, this person is able to speak other languages, so I'm not, so I suck. Stop being a bitch. You don't suck. You just said you suck. So now you do. Stop saying you suck. Say things like, I want to get to that place, so let me start doing the tedious little things that I know I've been running from doing, that my higher self is always telling me to do, that I constantly ignore. My higher self says, yo, I need to start going to the gym. So instead of going to the gym, you stay home and you watch TV. So you don't, so you fat. So you get fat. Because you're continuously listening to your ego. You're not listening to your higher self. Because you have a voice inside of your head all the fucking time. All the time. And it's always telling you what to do. You don't listen to it. You have a beast inside of you. You got to bring it out. You got to bring it out, y'all. You got to bring it out. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. This works. This works so well. It's going to feel like magic because it is. I remember when I was working at Walmart, stacking key litter bags, I was listening to, that's a good one right there, Gold and Silver. That's a good one. I was listening to Kevin Trudeau. And he was like, and I was like at a point where maybe y'all are at, like, where you're like, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. Like, what? It's going to feel like magic. For real? I was like, you know what? I'm so desperate right now. I'm willing to do whatever I got to do to get out of this fucking Walmart. Because Walmart sucked. I was like, I got to do it. And then that's when y'all met me. Because I was doing it. I was doing tedious things. I cut off social media. I cut off TV. And I cut me on. I cut me on. And I started to do all the things that seemed strange to everybody who saw me doing it. I started to say things back to myself at the front door and at the bathroom, morning and night. I started listening to binaural beats. I started to say, I am every day. I started to go outside and ground myself. And I had never done these things before. And literally I started Walmart in September. I quit Walmart, worked at Amazon, and I quit Amazon in February of 2000. I started this shit. I went from being religious to being conscious, like fully conscious, and never working for anybody in a span of September, October, November, December, February, and 5 to 6 months. It took me, like, literally, when I woke up, I really woke up because I was a good student. If you're a good student, I'm telling you, yo, if you're a good student, you'll get this. If you're a bad student, then you won't. Then you won't. And you'll sit here and you'll look at everybody else pointing at them when all them fingers are pointing right back at you. It's up to you. All I know is now really understanding who I am and what I am. I am unapologetic for what I do and what I say, and I move with no fear because I realize that I actually can't die. You actually, as a soul, can't die. Wait a second. What? I can't die? No. You continuously live on forever. You're only in a vehicle. Like right now, right? I'm in a car. I'm driving in a car. That is you in your body. You're driving in a car. And when you get and walk out that car, right? You're just going to a new experience. So right now, you're on a car, you're on a road right now, and you're driving throughout this avatar body. It's up for you to learn all the gadgets inside this avatar body to make this avatar body click and move. If you continue to listen to everybody else and want you to focus on other things, you'll forget about the great avatar body that you live in right now and how to use it to manifest and manipulate this entire existence to bend at your will using magic. Bend at your will. And if you want to learn how to speak your language, maybe they'll tell you and teach you. Because, I mean, everybody doesn't. My soul has been around for millions of years. My particular energy. I've lived many lives. Many of you are young spirits, but you can still get it. Many of you are old spirits, and I'm resonating with you more. But you young spirits, it's more difficult for you. Well, I'm here to help you, young spirit, because I'm a very old spirit, which is why many things start to come through me that I'm revealing to y'all. But there's a possibility that it could come through you. But don't never limit what's going to come through you. Because by using I-O-U, certain things wake up inside of you. We all have different things about our DNA. Different things about our DNA. So, I mean, I hope that you don't use hope anymore. Because hope don't get nobody nothing. I know that if you do it, it'll work for you. Even me, I got like, when I catch myself sometimes, like using hope and belief, I catch myself at times. I'm not perfect, right? I'm not perfect. I catch myself. I just caught myself. I said hope. I don't hope. I know that if you do it, you'll get it. You'll get it. But if you don't do it, you won't get it. And that's a guarantee. But if you're doing something right now in your life and it's not working for you, then don't be so like dogmatic. Change it up. Be willing to throw away an old ideology to adapt a new one if that new one serves you. Because some of y'all are taking reality way too seriously. It's just a game. We're living in a game and we're trying to figure out how to play this game to the best of our ability. The ones who run this shit know it's a game and they fucking with us all the time because they know that we forgot that we're in a game and that we have power. We forgot we have power. So they continuously use it and siphon off of it all the freaking time. Your fear is one of the biggest ways they siphon your energy. So, hey, if you're somebody who hasn't gotten healthy and you need help, go to the website, In10SITYFitnessUnited.com. Go grab something. Enter in a coupon code FCOVID. Because on all actuality, to me, fuck COVID. Somebody said in my DM, they were like, yo, how's COVID been treating you? I said, well, to be honest, COVID's been treating me like he don't fucking know me. Because COVID don't know me. Because I vibrate so fucking high. I vibrate. You can't penetrate this. You can't. But that's my knowing. I know. You understand? I know. I have no fear at all. If you want to move like that, you'll see the kind of power. You'll see what you create. When you start having no fear, when you realize all your movements, lack thereof, or movement is all generated off of if you have fear or if you don't. Some of y'all have fear, leave y'all jobs. Some of y'all have fear some of y'all fear your higher self. Some of y'all fear your success. Some of y'all fear actually making it. You don't realize that. When you start to kick fear out, you'll realize. So this is how to use magic 101, straight up, because you are a God, and I don't care who says what, when, how, you are God. You have created everything in your life at this particular point in time. Up until this point, you as the creator have created what you got. If you look around you right now, right? Look around you. Everything that's been invented around you was once a thought. The cell phone that you're using was once a thought. This couch you're sitting on was once a thought. So you mean to tell me all these other gods have created things out of thin air? Thanos snapped this shit and you can't? And you are melanated? And you have the highest conductor flowing through you? You mean to tell me you can't? Oh, hell no. So, at the end of the day, I love you. This is why I'm here. And until I'm here, I'm going to always keep it real with you and talk my shit. Because that's who I am. That's my archetype. My archetype gets bored doing the same things over and over again. My archetype likes to change. My archetype likes to explore and discover new things. Like some people, you know, on YouTube channels, they do the same thing over and over for many years. I like to explore. I like to change. I am tapped into my melanin. I am not happy unless I'm creating something new, talking about something new, challenging myself to do something new. That is when I realize I am the most satiated. And some of you are like that as well. To be monotonous is like not the way to be for some of you, because you are tapping in to your melanin, and everybody has melanin. You could not be alive if you don't have melanin. Some have higher degrees of melanin, some have lower degrees of melanin, but everybody has melanin. And because you have melanin, you have the ability to create. Your melanin is a neural net moving through you in liquid form at all times. Whatever you eat can either turn on melanin or shut down melanin. When you eat healthier, you will turn on more melanin to create more thoughts out of thin air. Have a problem. Be eating healthy and watch the creativity come if you do not have fear. I'm telling you, you've seen me change and evolve throughout the years. You know what time it is. So you know that if you continuously change and evolve and do not be afraid what other people feel about that, right? Then you'll continue to grow. And before you know it, the people who made you feel some type of way about changing are going to be asking you how you change, because you become they laugh at you and then they want to be like you. That's how it works. That's how it works. Because when you're born, you die, and when you die, you're born. When you're born, you die. When you die, you're born. So we're technically dead, but we're trying to figure out in our dead state how to control this particular hologram. When we die, we're really going to be living. So just make sure while you're here, you win. Because I don't want to be here in any state of existence and be losing. I want to win at all times. At all times. So have that same attitude and you'll start moving magic in your life. Besides that, I love y'all. If y'all need me, hit me up. I got a text. I got this text app. You know, I text everybody, and the more I give them I give them tidbits, things of that nature. It's 302-803-3103. 302-803-3103. Visit the website. And this is brought to you by In10sity If anybody has any black-owned businesses, yo, hit me up. We can do some collabs, yo. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't get it. I got a platform. People, they trust in me. So if you got something that's good, present me with something and we could talk some business. I think a lot of us as people, we don't want to reach out to each other. But our separation is why we don't win. We must unify. We must unify. Because I know people are out there trying to win, but you don't know who's going to help you. I can promote your stuff. Especially if you have some black-owned clothing companies. I love to wear a black-owned clothing company. If y'all got some black-owned, like whatever, hit me up. So besides that, I love y'all. Until the next video, I'm going to see y'all soon. Peace.